Hey Tab, what's going on? It's Dawen Wang from Formosa Betrayed. I know you're asking, who? But it's me. And I'm here to answer some questions.
Yo, what up, Tap? This is the Far East Movement FM on your dial.
Hey, hi Tappers. I actually have a singer-songwriter, Dawen Wang, who's here with me in Los Angeles, and so I'm going to ask him a few of the questions that Justin and Dan wanted me to address. So, I'll introduce Dawen Wang here. All right, check him out here. And my first question for you, Dawen, is quick two-liner. What do you do? Who are you?
I am a singer-songwriter based in LA. I sing soul and R&B, and I'm coming out with a new album.
Awesome. And that title of the album is called?
Oh, the title of the album is called American Me.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it come out too.
I'm Keith Chou. I'm the Senior Editor and Outreach and Education Director of Secret Identities.
And I am Perry Shem, the Managing Editor.
Joey Ma, the Art Director. Jeff Yang, Editor-in-Chief.
Hi Taffers, it's Chie again. I'm actually with one of our past speakers from at TAF, Karen Lin. You guys know her as a music video producer and filmmaker. Hi Karen.
Hi.
So we're going to ask her some of these questions that the junior high counselors have sent my way. So my first question for you, Karen, is why don't you just actually introduce yourself? Tell us a little about who you are, how you've gotten to this point in your life.
Okay, my name's Karen Lin. I'm a filmmaker and a music video producer that works in Hollywood. I remember walking home one day from school, from junior high, might have even been elementary school, and a kid yelling out to me on my way home, you know, go home, chink. And things like that. There are other incidences that happened. You could just kind of feel it or hear it from the side here or there, to friends of mine who would hear things, you know, anyway, about Asians. And yeah, they used to pretty much bother me, so it's pretty, I didn't really deal with it back then. I used to, as a child, really kind of, my mom always said, just let it go, and so I sort of held it in a lot. And that's changed a lot since I've grown up. A lot of my films actually sort of talk about these issues and the frustrations. My first short film called Drive By was actually specifically about an incident where people were yelling racial epithets to me, and really bothered me. And it really, now I use it sort of as fuel to inspire me to make films, to sort of to give myself a voice and give other Asian Americans and Taiwanese Americans a voice.
Yes, in junior high school, I experienced a lot of racism. Actually, I went to a junior high school that was predominantly Caucasian, and I mean, just growing up, I always kind of grew up around, I'd say, more Caucasian neighborhoods, and you get that where, I don't know, whether it be your own homies, like when you're not looking, going up to you and doing this type of stuff, or, you know, just to play off of your last name. 1,000 things off your last name, you know?
I think as an entertainer, I feel directly affected by stereotypes, especially stereotypes that American media and Hollywood has of Asian Americans. You know, movies and TV are always portraying us as like pizza delivery people or villains or like really negative characters, and that's something that I felt even as a musician and an actor. I feel it affects me a lot sometimes when you have to just inspire people and let audiences and people at the top know that, hey, we're not one-dimensional. We are people just like everybody else, and we're capable of good things. We're capable of great roles in movies, and we're capable of being good singers and good athletes and all sorts of other things. You know.
In terms of stereotypes coming from the outside, I mean, I think, you know, you can't really control how people see you. A lot of people grow up in places that are not as diverse, and they don't understand different cultures, unfortunately. I try to look past that and try to either educate people as they're going. Like if somebody says something racially offensive to other people or to myself, I usually now speak up about it and sort of tell them how I feel, that they, like, to make them understand that it does kind of hurt when somebody says something like that. And then in terms of my career, I mean, I'm really just trying to get Asian Americans out there on the screen. I really, all my projects so far have been mostly Asian American related.
I think Asian American's a great thing because it actually brings a lot of cultures together. Asian American's a very pan-Asian type of thing. You're not just talking about, you know, Chinese Americans, Taiwanese Americans, you know, Indian Americans. You're talking about Asian American, which hits, you know, Filipinos, Koreans, you know, Japanese, and all that put together. Because, you know, they always say that, you know, like politicians don't even care about Asian American. They don't care about the Asian demographic as is, because the Asian demographic, they're so segregated into their different like ethnic niches that separated, there is no power in what they're saying, because everything they're doing, they're all, you know, this way and that way and this way. But if we all come together as an Asian American and we don't split all that together, we become something actually worth reckoning for. And, you know, that's something that, you know, you strive for with, you know, with the Far East movement. You know, it's to make our voice more recognizable in mainstream media and in America as a whole.
First of all, how you present yourself. So if you're kind of like the kid that's not talking to anybody, it doesn't matter what your race is. People probably won't talk to you. So if you kind of put yourself out there a little bit more, which is kind of the personality I've always had, be this weird, loud kid that likes to laugh out loud at weird things, then people, you know, like you will gravitate towards you, and you make friends that way. If you're putting your best foot forward out there, smiling and being nice to everybody, it doesn't matter what your race is.
And there was no role models on TV besides people that really were like ching chong, ha, you know what I mean? He was Karate Kid, and he wasn't even Asian, and a few other people. So that did kind of like worsen it, because I did look like, to those people, I looked like the character they saw on TV. People look down on you because of, and you can't help it. They just look down on you just to look down on you, because that's the way TV has told them to look at you. I think it definitely helps your perspective as far as, you know, I don't know the best way to state it, but I don't know. It does make you stronger. I don't know how, but I do feel stronger. Like,
He just has steroids.
I think it is important, though, to sort of express yourself and tell somebody, whether that's a good friend or sometimes parents. Sometimes parents are not as understanding because I don't think they grew up with that experience. So I think good friends, and I think slowly as you grow older, you'll actually start to be able to have more confidence in sharing that with other people and vocalizing how you feel. But, you know, I think it's just doing what makes you comfortable, and, you know, maybe you can express it through art or through something or through whatever you do, through sports or something like that. I think that's always good.
And it's probably good to know that you're not alone. And
Yeah,
friends,
definitely.
people go through the similar experiences.
Definitely not alone. I mean, I think we all go through that, and it's unfortunate that we have to go through these experiences, but it does make us stronger, and I think ultimately, you know, we can learn a lot about ourselves and about our other Taiwanese Americans and Asian Americans around us.
What's important to take from this is whatever it is you do, you know, you just gotta keep doing it and do it well and try to make a difference, even if it's just a comic book. You know, it really does make a difference. Whatever it is, you know, whether it's acting or writing or drawing, just keep doing it, and as long as you do it well and do it for a reason, you're gonna make a difference.